Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 medieval battle. This is something different. I'm here with darkfireslide. We are using Steam Remote Play and a janky import of a multiplayer scenario into the single player folder, which hopefully seems to be working. We're going to be occasionally sitting down together on Discord voice comms and playing scenarios. Maybe we'll do custom battles too. So this is a battle of the standard. A pretty balanced scenario, I think. Historically, I believe the Scots lost this battle. I've seen it go either way in the game. Darkfire is taking the Anglo-Normans. I'll be taking the Scots. And first turn goes to the Anglo-Normans. So take it away, Dark.
All right. All right, let's see what we got. Hey everyone, I'm Dark. And let's see. All right, looks like I do have the it's a little bit darker than normal
It's going to
for
lighten
me.
up. It's early in the day
It's
or
early in the
something.
morning still.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I was like, I wonder if that's like a graph layer or something. We're still working out some of the kinks on this, so
Yeah,
there may
it'll
be
be it'll be interesting too that I'm used to like talking through all my plans and strategies and stuff as I play, which probably isn't a great idea. Now that
I
you're
mean,
here.
you're welcome to do that. It's probably not advisable though. Okay.
Are you a
Yeah, a little
freak
bit of an
who rotates your camera to play all the time?
what was that?
Are you a freak who rotates your camera to play all the time?
I not all the time, but sometimes if I need like a better angle to see what I'm doing. Let's see.
I think I like never move my camera.
Interesting. Be interesting. So in terms of generals, how is this set up? Looks like everybody's just part of the same group
I
and I
think
have
so. Yeah, that's not the case in the end
yeah,
scenario. It kind of depends.
just interesting. It's gonna make transferring interesting as well.
How's the smoothness on your end if you're playing off a stream effectively?
The mouse sensitivity is a little bit different than my own, which feels weird, but I don't know if that's just Steam Remote Play being weird. Definitely better than when I first started, but it's still
I
a
mean,
little bit
it might just be my mouse sensitivity too.
right, that
Yeah,
which would make sense. All right, got a pass turn.
pretty good.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to make the world right again.
Excellent.
Okay, what the hell am I looking at here? I do wish I had more knights. Well, usually I play these scenarios a little bit more straightforwardly than I do skirmish battles. I don't know why. I
This
think
one's
it
this
just
one's
feels.
pretty straightforward from the look of it, right? Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
not much room for maneuver. It's kind of just your classic like infantry smash each other until one side gives up type of fight.
It gets a little bit messy because there are a number of warriors running around.
True.
But yes, given that it's so much heavy foot and a fair amount of armor, there's not very much scope for missile action here.
I saw as well these Scots have some dismounted knights and sergeants. It's something they don't get in multiplayer, which is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just one unit, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, there's not a lot of knights. I think there was more nobility than you can see just in terms of number of units here. But these deep spear units are considered to have some number of minor nobility fighting on foot in the front ranks. They would be
Right.
part of the reason why it gets the protected armor rating, is plenty of the poorer men fighting the middle ranks, most likely, will be completely unarmored.
Huh. All right. Interesting.
It's kind of a long-standing thing. You saw that with Hellenistic pike phalanxes, Renaissance pike blocks, etc.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much until infantry shed armor entirely.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, much cheaper to armor the first two ranks than it is to armor the entire unit.
Well, and it's like, the state wasn't equipping these people, so it really was just like, uh, what people could afford to bring. And are you really going to turn a guy down just because he doesn't have all the nice shit? Like, no, it's more bodies.
No,
Okay, right after
definitely.
I said I play these scenarios straightforwardly, I know I just turned this entire line around, but what can you do?
I don't blame you. I mean, it's a bunch of Galwegian foot in the open
And the
against
problem
dismounted
with stuff
knights.
like this that like I know what happened historically. This isn't as extreme as like the Kanai scenario in Ancients or something, but it's like, okay, what didn't work in real life was the Galwegians hurling themselves unsupported at the entire enemy army.
Right.
So we will take some arrows to the back in exchange for not just instantly dying.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting force composition for the Anglo-Normans. I
Yes,
mean,
some of your units are so good, and some of them are just so fucking bad, just such
but there's
garbage.
just no like mounted knights, which is kind of a problem a little bit in an open battle like this.
Yes
At least,
and no. I mean, like the deep spears, uh, generally bounce knights pretty easy.
let the pewing begin.
Yeah, I expect I might get a what disrupt on me. Oh no. All right.
Honestly, sometimes with these foot archers, I just get happy when I see a check at all.
Yeah, they are definitely not worth more than their 36 points.
Yeah, the 39-point crossbowmen are just far and away better units,
They're
I
just
think.
straight up better. I mean, there are certain contexts where the archers are a little better, but the problem is like keeping them in those contexts is a lot more babysitting than the crossbowmen. You can kind of get away with a lot
Absolutely.
more, you know, movement.
Let's see. Where can I shoot with this archer? Probably. I think I probably want to aim for the center unit, but I'm a little unsure about that.
There should be at least one unit that they can both shoot at.
Yeah, well, it's the unit with the general, so like I don't want to shoot that
The
one.
the general does not help the CTs for shooting.
No, but he would have a better chance of like rallying in a couple of turns. I mean, you could just
Yeah,
transfer
but I
anyway,
can
but
just move them around, so that doesn't matter. Yeah.
yeah. It's also interesting for me because I'm used to the idea of like Normans like just like fielding like tons of like mounted knights, but obviously this is
Yeah, so this
long after
this
Hastings.
well, so they generally were still known for fighting as really tough knights on horseback, but they readily dismounted to fight, especially in this period um, after the conquest and during the civil wars of the anarchy. There was a lot of fighting by knights on foot. And then that went away for a
Interesting.
little while, and then of
Oh,
course
sorry.
it comes back during the
Yeah.
Hundred Years' War, and then it
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
goes
with
out of vogue again after that, which is interesting.
yeah, for sure. I mean, for the English in particular, I know that like a big problem is just that like historically they just have like a super hard problem keeping their spending under control. Uh, and that leads to a lot of situations where they're like, we're gonna use a bunch of dismounted knights and archers because it's a lot cheaper, and we're broke.
Yeah, I mean,
At
it,
least
it
that's my
depends on the
understanding.
time period, because, like, for a lot of this time period, England consisted of, like, England, but also half of France. So, you know, it's, what England was fungible, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Because that's the thing about a lot of these medieval kingdoms is even though the name of the kingdom stays the same, they kind of evolve in a lot of ways over like that amount of time.
Right. Well, I mean, like, Richard didn't really speak English, and I think he spent, like, no time in England whatsoever. Also, he
Yeah.
was a gigantic piece of shit. Guy's a total asshole. Um, But yes, it's nationalism's a hell of a drug. It's just pretty like if you explain like the 19th century nationalist outlook on Richard to people who were alive during his time, they would just find it all very weird.
Like in what way? Like,
Well, like, the idea of a nation didn't even exist.
oh
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea that, like, you should all be buddy buddy with these people just because you happen to speak more or less kind of the same language, like, uh, okay, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we're, of course, we're speaking of Richard II of getting destroyed at Bosworth Field
And
and other
then
things fame, right?
the thing of the Lionheart.
Oh, the
Um,
Lionheart. Yeah,
by
yeah,
Richard II, I think English kings were actually speaking English
that makes
as
sense.
one of
Because
their native
yeah,
languages. Okay, it's very weird. I think not talking about what I'm doing is making me less competent in what I'm doing. I'm so used to recording. I think that it's become part of my like decision making thought process.
I mean that's a big part of these kinds of games, though. Is I think they're meant to kind of be played at a table around with other people. So in a way, we're kind of getting a more genuine wargaming experience by playing this way. I think.
It's odd. You get very mixed opinions on that. A lot of people also have like very strong opinions about like developers shouldn't waste development resources on multiplayer, uh, which I do understand that even Slytherin's own data shows that like 90% of players never even try multiplayer once ever. So that like yes, single player does make sense from that perspective. But it is kind of odd to me that like you're right, this is how war games were generally played until very recently. I guess not that recent. That just makes me sound like an old bastard. But still, I mean, like the internet, like online gaming, is like the last 20, what, 8 years ish, maybe 30 years for being generous, sort of thing. But really, who was online gaming in 1993? Not very many
Right.
people.
Yeah.
I probably started in 1999.
I would have been similar. I think I was yeah, I know I was definitely playing some games before 2000. It might have been 99. I was a very small lad at the time though.
Yeah, yeah that
I love these 36 point archers just like unable to consistently drop like even like
well, it's because
protected
you're having
foot.
to move before shooting, so I'm running away like a bitch.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this situation on the left here is just so messy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it, it's interesting because your dismounted knights outclass my Scots foot, but my everything outclass your trash spears.
Yep.
So
I'm also just generally outnumbered, I think. So
I think that's true. You're certainly
at the
outnumbered in
very
terms of
least,
men.
frontage wise, I'm not in a better position. I'll at least say that, like on that left flank there.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, we're gonna start making some rounds here. Probably general up on this unit. I sense a breach. I don't like it.
I do like that a lot of these scenarios are like a bit more straightforward. Sometimes, like the dancing around terrain and like people running away in woods and hiding and all this bullshit gets tiresome, and sometimes just want to have a fight.
Yeah, no, I agree. And just like in a random battle, the usage of lights is just like so paramount to doing almost anything,
It
I think.
is, yeah.
Just for that reason, because they're so mobile.
Yeah, I do wish there were more systems exploring this kind of thing on PC. There's lots on tabletop, but nobody else, I guess, has thought that it's worth money to invest in.
Yeah, I mean, We've talked about this before, like outside of the game, of course.
Yeah.
Like it's just grateful that it exists at all, right?
Oh
Like
yeah. I mean, it's my most played series for sure. Uh, you know, I love it. I also have played it enough that I can either criticize aspects of it or at least see how different approaches would be interesting, even if not necessarily better, but a variety would be nice. All right, there you go. It's brightened up for you. Oh, it's so bright now. Oh, okay.
What's really funny about that is the reason I was worried is because the game gets dark like that when you're doing like force selection.
Right.
So that's what I was thinking.
I'm also like kind of hungover, so this feels especially glaringly bright.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
What am I doing here? I want to get at those archers. I know you're not going to let me.
Well, excessive pewing is just not allowed. I can't wait to see those Highlanders run into my raw spears. By the way,
Well, that's well and good, but the problem is they're going to spend a lot of time riding into your dismounted knights and then just getting stabbed to death.
yeah.
Okay, now that everyone is here, though, we are more or less ready to do battle. Uh, sure. I mean, this is basically completely pointless, but why not do that thing?
You need that 2% combat modifier.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but like my archers might as well not be here. Like, what are they gonna do?
Yep.
Over to you.
All right. See what we got.
Oh yeah, I
And
don't
these
play
are.
with reports or log on or anything.
Oh,
Like,
that's fine.
yeah,
These are. If I need to check a interaction, I'll just open the log.
yeah.
But I'm not too worried about that here. I don't think. Now this will be fun because a lot of these are offensive spears. Well, the knights and sergeants are
Yep.
the ones who are defensive, but uh, lots of
Yeah,
pushing probably going to happen, which is
probably.
exciting.
Luckily for you, in like a staring contest, if your trash spear doesn't charge, it's like a massive points profit. So
Right. Yeah, because even if they suck, a lot of the times you'll have to grind through them anyway,
hmm
which can be costly. This one up a pretty fair bit. I'll keep
ooh,
shooting. Oh wow, I got
nice.
a check off that. Nice.
Hey, you had the stationary bonus.
Yeah. That was a pretty high roll. Looks like it was 20, yeah, 26.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Ugh.
No such luck on that one, but I can at least do this. Nice. Oh, look, I've got 2 units in that crisscross pattern that used to break the game.
Oh god, that was so fucking annoying. It was truly
Oh yeah.
abominable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the little patch changes and things have really helped.
Those are gonna get dumpstered, but what can you do, right? Sorry. Uh,
You can move the camera. It's fine. I can
I'm
I
just like
can I can unfuck it later.
I don't know why I like do that. Just like I need to see the unit's banner more clearly. That's gonna help me make a
I
decision.
I just find myself getting confused as I rotate.
That's fair.
But I guess I don't know. My brain thinks it's a board game, basically.
Right, right. No, that makes sense. This flank over here is going to be pleasant, to say the least. But we're winning these melees for now, not by particularly a lot, but,
I think you'll
maybe.
probably just win them despite combat strength. I mean, it's a pretty chunky POA advantage.
Yeah, 30%.
75 plus 75, so it's pretty delicious.
It's getting a little tricky.
Yeah, it's a good strategy game when every move feels terrible,
That's a good way of putting it.
but in a different way.
It's a different way each time, even.
Yeah.
All right. It's time to accept their fate.
I mean, that's why God created peasants.
These archers have been exceptionally useful, as you know.
I mean, they got some good casualties in. That'll help with CTs.
Yeah, true. I don't like that. Double check, make sure I didn't forget anything that I wanted to move. Maybe move this up real quick. Let's start moving this way. It is, yeah. Start moving this away, I think. And okay, cool.
Very good. Alright. Get the fuck out of the way, you're useless. Alright, what am I doing here? I'm down. Honestly, let's get out of the way. Oh, I hate you.
Every single time I do that and that happens, I'm like, I should have just turned him around,
I
honestly.
know, but it's just like, it would be so much easier if I could just, yeah. Yeah.
No,
It's a nice
absolutely.
little trap you have set up there. It's annoying. Get in there. Um, this is probably going to be completely terrible. Held firm, no surprise there. And held firm. Just shove the king directly into battle. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
Now, what am I doing here? If you go there, they're so
Oh, that's so
bad. I'm
painful.
sorry, they're so bad.
They are. I can't complain though. I mean, I've been getting some pretty good luck on my checks there.
I mean, I think this situation is going to work out pretty nicely for you, given that none of those resulted in drops.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the having of swordsmen combined with the squishiness of warriors to CTs in general, it's going to be a bit messy. Oh,
Oh
get the
wow.
fuck
All
out of
right.
here.
What was the chance of that?
It's pretty low. It wasn't like
16?
infinitesimally low, but it wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
So well done, those guys, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Whenever that happens to me, I'm just like, oh, like, can you please just stay in? Can
Yeah,
you stop valuing your life for
that
like 5 seconds?
didn't work out great. Okay. I mean, should I even? No, I'm not gonna bother. It's one of those weird things where like this is so terrible that I shouldn't do the shot, but at the same time, like, am I gonna use all 5 rounds of arrows? Like, this
I
seems
no, I
exceedingly
I
unlikely.
absolutely take shots in that scenario for that reason. It's like, what am
Yeah,
I
it's
gonna do
just.
afterwards?
I mean, it just feels bad even to do, but yeah. Okay, you turn back around. Uh, okay, what the hell am I doing myself here? If I charge them and push them back, you'll just you'll drop them, and that'll be annoying. So I think we need to just chill. Alright, the bad things. Ooh, look at that.
Spicy.
Lucky. Hmm. Oh, but you're gonna start shooting at me. But we charge, so if we bounce and we're engaged, then you'll auto drop, which would be annoying. Wow, that sucks either way. Just different kinds of suck. Well, we're just gonna do it anyway. Alright, I think. Yeah, over to you.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. So, yeah, really worried about these knights, as I should
I
be,
can't drop
perhaps.
both of those guys. I'm gonna have to pick one.
All right, let's get in there. Well, yeah, let's get in there.
You don't want to take the pointless pot shot with arrows first.
I probably should
Oh,
have, but
get out of here.
it worked out anyway.
Yeah, it did.
See if we can get a disruption. Nope. How about here? Nope. Fine. Okay.
I was hoping for that like general death frag chain route, you know?
In situations like this, that's usually what
It
leads to
could
the.
happen. It could happen.
It's usually what causes the game state to shift for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, 86% loss. I'm definitely gonna think about whether or not I do that. For sure.
I don't think you should think about anything.
All right, let's see. Only a 28% chance to lose, huh? Why not?
Because that. But it's actually, it wasn't the wrong move, to be honest. Sometimes I like doing that with off spears against impact foot, because then if you do stick the impact, the impact foot are stuck in the melee so long as they lose the melee, which they tend to do because swordsmen, right?
Right.
So then you don't have to worry about repeated impacts. But yeah, the downside is you have to deal with that kind of shit first.
Okay, they're gonna fall back as well. A little bit problematic just because, yeah, same problem. This unit's gonna absolutely just shatter.
Yeah, it's an interesting scenario. You got this crust of really good units, and then this delicious, delicious filling. Ugh.
Very nice.
It's pretty toxic.
Get that unit in there ready to do something if you try anything.
I'm monitoring this situation with my new cat, my other cats. Seems to be a truce right
That's good.
now. It's been. There's been no blood, but it hasn't been entirely peaceful.
Yeah, it's always interesting when introducing pets to each other. It's like, all right, are you gonna be cool or?
It's very difficult not to anthropomorphize your pets, but then
Oh
when you're
yeah.
doing shit like that, it becomes very clear that like these are not people. It's just
Oh,
different.
definitely. Uh, okay, I think that's turn. Because yeah, I want to delay that. You can do that on your turn.
Well, I mean, it's just gonna
All right.
happen right now.
No, oh, I know, but
You just don't want to click because it feels bad.
oh no, I meant charging your general dismounted knights.
Oh, sure, sure.
Oh, well, that's an
Hmm.
interesting development.
Yeah, I don't love that. Uh. Okay. Well, start setting this up. If you charge here, cool. Well, okay, whatever. We're gonna just hope they don't run away immediately. Take the
Yep, one turn is all they
general.
need.
Well, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Impact smash. Oh yeah, that's the good shit.
That's juicy.
That's extremely tasty. Yeah. Okay, then you are gonna prepare to exit the area. Okay, that combat strength is starting to turn things around there. You go there. You may need to plug whatever bad thing happens there. You may need to go there. Alright. What else is happening here? Oh, yes. I have to pick one. We're gonna pick that one.
Yep.
Ooh, now the question is, should I be patient? No. No, I should not.
Oof.
Hmm. Okay. Not bad. Okay. You can keep pretending that you showed up to a battle instead of a shitty picnic where you don't get food and it's cold and there's blood everywhere. Ooh. Okay, well. You will also prepare to leave. You will prepare to plug the gap.
Yeah, like thinking about this scenario a little bit more, like it might have been like more like optimal to just like stay put where I was.
You know, there's some reason I'm trying to remember that isn't necessarily a good idea, but I can't remember what it is now. I think if you do stay put, what can happen is that you can like get nibbled at the edges quite a bit and then get a breakthrough that then like the rest of your army is pinned down.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
honestly, it's
But
been
it
so
keeps the
long that I
knights like
yeah,
yeah,
I can't remember on the occasions that I saw the Norman side successful exactly how that was done because this was pretty early in medieval, right? I think I played this like 2 years ago or something.
right.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
That's
All
not
right.
that bad. No, it is that bad.
No, it
Okay,
is
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
that bad. Enjoy.
This is why we fog.
This
All
is
right.
why
Well,
we fog.
obviously, I'm gonna do that
Yeah,
first
yeah,
and foremost because it's fun.
yeah. I hope you
Value time.
get
Oh.
religious or sexual enjoyment out of that. You know, that was not so amazing, actually. It does save that dismounted knight unit, though, from getting auto dropped as well.
Yeah. True.
So, still pretty juicy.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, you might as well.
gonna pretend I matter. Okay, let's see. Can we get something to happen with this unit?
Ooh,
Nope.
not yet.
Oh, that's okay. How bad is it if we charge? It's awful.
It's
It's
quite awful,
terrible.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of terrible, honestly.
Is it? Seems fine. I don't know. I'm not in any position to auto drop that unit. I won't be anytime
Well, not
soon.
auto drop, but the other spears can turn in and start getting combat strength modifier, I think.
Yeah.
I think we've accepted. I've accepted at least this unit of raw spears is
Yeah,
just
we've
done.
gotten to the stage of the battle where like certain horrible things are just unstoppable.
Yep.
No.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh man.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, how bad is it? It's the worst thing ever.
It is actually close to the worst thing ever. Yes. So we're both.
We're just gonna let this automatically happen because I don't think there's no value in me charging these with the raw spears. They're just gonna like on the on the like 40% chance they don't disrupt. It's fine, but like
Yeah.
that's just so bad. All right,
There's a lot of bad to go around here.
for sure. We're gonna set up to go this way instead, I think. I still think I'm gonna move up to here though, and perhaps move here as well.
I really hope the next game in the series gets live multiplayer.
Oh, I know
I
that
mean,
would
like
be
this works pretty good for what we're using it for, but like there are problems with it.
definitely
For
jury rigged.
yeah, and well, it doesn't work great unless you're playing with someone who you like know and trust for custom battles.
True.
Because
Yeah,
it's
if
like,
there's
all
any
right,
form of
don't look
concealment at
at
all.
yeah, turn off your monitor while I do my force comp. You know, like it just doesn't
Right.
really. Or like, don't look at the forest ever.
Yeah,
You know,
just don't.
so.
Yeah.
But you know, this is still pretty good. I mean, this is historically how tabletop wargaming was, right? With single scenarios. Okay, they held firm.
They're just like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, would you?
Come on, you were like
In a
slightly more than even
in
after
a
the impact.
crunchier war game, like that unit would just charge refuse right there. You're like, no.
Yeah. Oh, these. I was like, why are these dismounted knights losing? No, those are raw spears
Yeah.
still.
Generaled up though, so they're probably what up 25, but then combat
Yeah,
strength.
doing a little bit better. All right, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, do you want to try to stabilize that, or are you too scared of what could happen on the other side, right? Could
I
always
just don't.
sit and
I
watch how
just
it
don't think it's
develops.
worthwhile. Like this unit's gonna break either way, right?
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing about those dismounts is that you can generally rely on them to pass checks when they're steady at full strength.
I think what I do here is maybe nothing
Okay, great idea.
because this unit breaks. I need to know if this unit is going to disrupt or not.
I mean, you can fight those melees first and see what happens.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because yeah, that's gonna happen
Hey,
basically.
that was nice.
Yeah,
They could have
hang in there a little
fragged
bit
there, but
longer.
I mean, I guess even if we're playing this like janky jury-rigged way of Hotseat, that's still like 100 scenarios of which like probably 90 of them would actually be fun to play.
Oh, absolutely. No, this is great too. This is it's like way different than PBEM for sure.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. This unit just dies. These
probably.
units might as
Yeah.
well just wait. Just no, not really any advantage in advancing yet. Want to stay out of check range on those for sure. Because raw spears are kind of like they're like party people, right? They see everybody else running, they're like, I also need to run. I just remembered I have somewhere to be.
I mean, that was a very optimistic way of describing it.
All right. This unit's gonna move into cover, but dubious whether or not that's gonna matter. All right, let's do the bad thing.
That's not bad. It'll be a grind. Plus, you might kill my king if you get lucky.
Yeah, for sure. All right. There's gotta be something better I can do with these archers. I think that
That's what
something
you'll tell
better.
yourself the entire scenario.
I think that's something better for this unit is just like if that knight breaks through or like this one, for example, like then they can shoot it as it like runs past or something, get some
Hmm.
casualties. Pretty much it. All right, the unit's already moved. Don't think there's anything else I can do with these. And yeah, this unit honestly, like I can't win a combat if I charge. So I think I'm just gonna take my risk. I'm gonna just take a chance on the checks.
Maintain the sock, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much I think what that unit's good for at this point. All right.
Alright. So, you made a mistake.
All right.
Not sure how costly it'll be. I have a decision to make. I could auto drop these dismounted knights.
Oh, they couldn't turn. They finished a melee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go fuck myself then. You
Yeah,
did
the
not
raw
make a
spear is
mistake.
shattered. Yeah. No, you're good. I was thinking that the whole time, like, oh, that sucks.
But the
No.
question is that actually a good idea? The problem being that, like,
Yeah,
if
weirdly, a
this unit
30% chance to win is like not
rallies,
as good as you would think it is.
yeah, I mean,
It's 47, but yeah.
it's kind of a risk. And this is also kind of awful. They might just break on contact, but oh well.
Yeah.
You know. Wow.
And yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Alright, let's fuck it.
Ow. Oh, it's so bad.
Ooh, which way do I want to go? Yeah, let's. Come on. Oh. Well, they're superior.
Yeah, that'll last maybe a turn more.
Away. There's lots of messiness here. There's a lot of messiness. Ugh. I try to decide if I want these to just leave for a while. Just prepare to dip out for a minute. Why don't you? Oh my god, I think I found the use for my archers.
Yep, that's a good use.
Alright, let's keep pushing. Do that thing immediately.
Yep.
Okay.
Squish.
Yeah. But.
They break.
Okay.
And then just move to cover. All right.
Nice, dude. Isn't bad
All right.
at all. Everybody held. Okay. Out of the way. In you go. Okay. Damn it. I was hoping for a drop. Oh well.
Yeah. As you do with
strength.
impact foot.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's not great. totally love it, but it's okay. Alright. Again. Nope. The bad thing.
Yep. Let's see. All right.
Oh my god, it is quite distressing.
Yep. That's pretty horrible. Oh,
Yeah.
gets worse.
Yeah. I could go here, but then you could charge and then auto drops. It's like,
Yep.
honestly, the Galwegians are a slightly worse unit, so I guess sucks to suck. It's totally pointless. Honestly, yeah. Get clear.
Yeah, check range. That's all you can do
Yeah.
sometimes.
This is like a dying whale flapping its tail around or something. Didn't charge here because I thought if it's a good combat and then you fought the melee, they might push back and get auto dropped.
Yeah, that's probably a good way of thinking about it. Always something I forget when doing these like kind of offensive spear battles.
Yeah, the pushback thing is complicated. There's also
Mm-hmm.
like little nitty gritty stuff with it. Like there's some edge cases, like determined foot will push back even if they're not armed spears. Oh, nice
Right.
rally. Or
Yep, that will
the
certainly be useful.
pikemen do not push back once they lose their deep pike, etc.
You would hold firm.
Brave
Wow.
boys, my boys.
I thought about taking the flank on the knights, but
I
I'm like
thought
this
that's
unit
what
is
you were
just
gonna
gonna.
do, because then it
Nah,
would be canceling the swordsman POA and all that.
my thought was, I mean, it would cancel the sword POA, but this unit's done anyway. My thinking was, if I can break this unit, that's 4 checks.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
But he held,
and
so
instead
unfortunately,
it's still gonna be 3 checks probably. Maybe
yeah.
not. We'll see. Might only be 2.
All right, let's see. First things first.
Yep,
He
that makes
holds,
sense. You might as well use them for that.
and I don't think you can cover if I do. Well, let's.
You might want to see what
Depends
happens
if
there
this unit
first.
breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hold? Nope. That's okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, they disrupt, but not everyone did.
Could have been worse. Still
Is there
getting a
any
little
reason?
squishy.
Is there any reason I would want to delay doing this? I don't think so.
I don't
Just get it
really
over
think
with.
so. Yeah, no one can move that would really need to. Ugh, even lost the archers.
Yeah.
There it goes. And which way
Pop.
do the unguided missiles go? Oh. Okay. Okay. What? Get the fuck out of here! They disrupt the
Hold on.
spears.
I gotta open
Oh
the
my
log for that. Let's
god.
see. 200 net POA, 64%. The enemy massively advantaged
Yeah.
and failure to fire
Well,
basically.
there
Nice.
isn't even a CT thing listed because it didn't cause a check, which is
Right.
astounding. Because that was the capped at plus 200. That was the maximum for sure. You
Right.
might
All
be able to
right.
get
Well,
disrupt. Yeah,
yeah, that would be pretty handy at this point.
I think you might. They're shot up pretty bad. No,
Okay, didn't get it, but
but they're looking pretty damn ragged.
yep. And now you'd have to charge. You'd have to charge across Zoc to get to those archers now, right?
I could still charge them because they're directly facing the tile.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the only way to stop them from being charged is to move to that red tile. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And unfortunately, your own fleeing men are in the way of setting up an auto drop on it if I go for the
Yep.
archers.
All right. But let's try this. This will be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean,
They
they're gonna
held.
break, but question is, how long?
This just got like so awkward, so unbelievably awkward because of that pushback.
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't even know. These spheres are just like so confused. I think honestly we're just gonna turn them and then try to get them involved next turn on this unit
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Exploit the area we were starting to break through more.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I knew moving these over would help. Maybe. Nope, still held firm. That was significant casualties
Yeah,
too.
yeah, they're almost half dead, so they're gonna be gone soon.
Yep. And we'll move to cover. I feel better doing it now that I know there's only 68 knights left. All right. Student's gonna win anyway. So I think what I do is send the raw spears after the archers.
Yeah, because that cuts down on their shooting ability because the enemy melee troops in close range.
Yeah. And then these raw spears just awkwardly hanging out. I think I almost want to push them up to cover the flank potentially of these knights, but we'll see.
Mm.
They're probably just gonna get checked there. So all right. I want to get these units involved somewhere else, away from this mess, and then take the check. Yep, that's fine.
Typical, but oh well. It's not like I can reach them, so.
Yeah.
This is a sector of the field where things are looking a bit messier for you.
Oh yeah.
But there's still some potential to the sheer number of units you have and the pushbacks and stuff. I might end up getting auto dropped at some point. Ooh,
None of that happens.
yeah, that was unlikely.
All right. We are gonna risk it for a biscuit here.
Or an oat cake, because
There we go.
we're close to Scotland. I feel like they eat oat cakes. That sounds like a Scottish thing.
That sounds more appropriate. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably what I should have done with these archers is just back them up so that they couldn't do that. But I mean, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This unit's still gonna get dumpstered. Yeah, I'll zone you out so you can at least like gang up on this unit. These are
I couldn't
slowly
have
losing
anyway
life.
because it would have been crossing a primary Zoc
Oh, that's fair.
against a unit with no Zoc because it was engaged. That's about
Yep.
time, honestly. They held steady for quite a while at Disrupted.
All right, and more bad things.
Nope. And nope. Alright,
Okay,
that wasn't
holding
bad.
on for now. Check a couple more units. I just don't know what to do with this one. This is
Yeah, whether you want to push, turn, or finish that check and break that unit.
like I think if I turn, I can get started on these offensive spears because the thing is, this unit's probably gonna go soon. So if I charge this way across, I mean, you could just charge these feudal levies though. But if you push them,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be in a position to flank. So okay, I like that move for that reason. I know it's maybe like not good for my win percent chance or whatever of this battle to like announce what I'm doing, but I think it's
I mean,
more
you're not
interesting to
announcing
listen
anything
to.
that I could do anything about,
That's
right?
true.
That's live commentary. This shit's already happening.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Just thinking about it, I think I could have made better use of my standard wagon in this fight. I was a little unsure of what to do with it.
It should be like, you
Yeah,
know,
like right there. Yeah.
adjacent to some shit. Yeah, dumpster time.
Crunch.
Oof.
Yep.
All right, don't you dare fall back, though, you piece of shit. Okay, excellent. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Mistake. Oh well. Not a huge mistake, but.
It'll probably be fine. Yeah.
Go!
Yeah.
Come on, for glory. And then
Nice.
pursue into the archers. Go, 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 go. And people on the Steam forums complain about their units pursuing.
It's like part of the game. It's something that makes it interesting, I think.
Well, also like how much less useful would that have been had my units been sitting static?
Right.
Nice. Okay. However, it's not all going to be pretty.
Right. It's not all good news.
Now, let's. Okay. Um. One, two. Hmm. This is a problem. If we stick the melee, we're screwed. If we bounce, we're screwed. So we're kind of screwed. So with that in mind,
Yeah,
we're gonna
might as
let them
well.
stick it. With the hope that no. All right. Oh god, this is all completely horrific. Here. I want to take a check near all my other units. I also don't want to just run forward and die, but I think running forward and dying is probably going to be the thing we end up doing. So at least die far away from everyone else.
That's fair. Oh my gosh.
I know I did it
The,
right.
the square. Oh my
At
goodness.
once in a while, like I do feel like otherwise they would be in rather a tough situation here.
But
You know?
it's just legendary, right? Because like consistently, whenever somebody mentions square on the Field of Glory Discord, you're like, no, no, it's a desperation tactic.
Oh, but it's a desperate situation, right?
True.
Like because otherwise you could set up an auto drop pretty soon. Maybe not immediately, and I can unsquare the next turn if I want to. Right now, that help is kind of starting to arrive.
Yeah, true.
But there's nothing else useful they were gonna do. Like if I had charged, you could have like moved here and then turned these, and then I would have had to come forward with archers, etc., etc.
Yeah, yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Hmm. Thought about doing a flank threat there, but then you could attack me for the plus 50. So
Right.
no thanks. Oh, that was everyone. It's kind of nice. This like compact battlefield. It's pretty easy to just survey everything.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah, those wider battles get kind of crazy sometimes. Like some of the bigger horse archer battles and such.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the game is least good, in historical simulation sense of doing giant horse archer battles
Yeah.
because it just atomizes. I think it would work much better with a game that did larger size units like wings or something instead of these lots of small units,
Right.
which gives us the fun granularity that is fog, especially with infantry battles. But
Those archers just acting as pin cushions.
oh god, this is yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
I'll take it, honestly. If anyone's going to drop, it can be them. They're fucked anyway. The combat strength is finally evened that one out.
Yeah. Uh, sure.
Yeah, you might as well see if it causes a further drop. Nope.
Okay, held firm. And this unit's just gonna break, so we're gonna get out of the way
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
that's fair.
Just completely doomed. This situation looks pretty grim as well.
Yeah, that's... Oh,
Losing the swords.
ouch.
They had a 21% chance to lose on that, by the way. Oh no.
Ooh, ooh.
I'll take the
Oh,
safer one,
man.
he
Oh,
said.
man. Well,
Our spears are wonderful units. They're just
I
wonderful.
mean, they're wonderful and ancients. Well, that's not true. There are certain time periods for ancients in which they are wonderful. Late antiquity, when
Well,
particularly the Sassanids versus Roman matchup, the Sassanids are well advised to bring a heavy complement to raw spears.
oops. All right, let's see if you are gonna hold or if you're just gonna. Okay, you're holding. It's interesting. Might as well check this as well. These probably break, maybe not.
I mean, they're superior heavy foot. Yeah.
Nice. All
They
right,
might even
and
rally
then
up. It's always sad when your raw spears lose impact against archers. They don't have that impact POA.
yeah, they don't. They're actually losing on impact there, which is fantastic.
Yeah, minus 25.
All right. All right, and goodbye. Most likely. Yep.
Oh,
Maybe they'll just run away. They'll just run by, right?
they will not. I mean, if you want to, you could charge the archers with that unit and then charge the knights, but then it's just going to make my knights turn around and be ready to fight. So it's kind of a trade off.
Right.
If they murder those archers, they'll probably be off the field for a while, but it will cost round percent, so not really a right or wrong answer there, as usual. That's what I always say when people ask shit in Discord.
Right.
It depends. There's no
It
right or wrong
depends.
answer. Depends on, what you're trying to do. I'm sure it's super annoying, but I'm not trolling. Like, I think that's true. It's just,
Oh no,
you know,
absolutely. I mean that's like the case in good tactics games usually. Right. Yeah, this wing, I was concerned about it getting cleaned up pretty
yeah,
easily, and I
that's
was
quite
more or
bad.
less right. Yeah, again, I think the
Maybe holding it, yeah, there would have been better.
yeah, just to make sure that you're like forced to fight these dismounted knights first.
Yeah, break through and then get into the raw. It would take more
Yeah.
time at least.
It just feels bad like sitting still. Sometimes it's the right call.
Yeah, it can be hard to figure out if it's like, am I being
Right.
overly passive, or is this just a smart thing to do, etc. Because being
Right.
passive is bad too.
Let's see. This unit technically took more losses, so fuck it. Take
Ta-da!
take 2 damage.
That'll win the
Woo!
battle.
And this unit's just gonna hang out, and that's all I got. All right.
Very good.
Yep,
Come on,
looking
rallies.
pretty
Come
pretty
on.
grim.
You want to come back. This is a great time. It's like a mosh pit at a punk show. Guess not. Alright. Well, what the hell is going on? I guess you're just going to turn and. Oh, yeah. Um. hmm. Honestly.
I love the
Ooh, that's going to be an auto drop.
yep. I love the ability. I'm gonna call it ability of raw spears to double drop more than usual.
It's very impressive. Oh. I guess it's fine. That means I
Nah,
probably
these
don't
knights are
have to
too depleted.
contribute that. Alright. Come on, would you just leave?
Go. There we go.
Anyway. No, well, I mean, okay. That's fine, I guess. I don't know why I'm pretending that matters. Let's see what that does to us. confirm.
Yep.
You are screwed.
Yeah, another thing that's hard is the Scots in this just have so many infantry that they can just keep in like reserve. Like even when the line widened, you still just had enough for like a second line basically, which is wild.
Yeah, and none of it was terrible. Okay, I just need to decide what to do about this. This is where I would cut the recording if I was just playing alone, because I have to like kind of map that out, sort of. Like if I just unsquare, you could theoretically start setting up some kind of auto drop.
Yeah, but they're
But
also
it
raw
seems
spears.
kind of. But then there's these guys near here too. Ugh. All right, all right, we'll try it. Good rally.
All right, we'll take it.
Come on, double drop.
Yep.
Ah, I wanted them to go through and hit that rally unit too.
Yeah, that would have been good. Okay, I'll just get this flank out of the way. This is
Yeah,
just a
it's
complete and
done.
utter collapse. Yeah. All right, see how bad this is. Bye. Held. Good. Just keep the car moving. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I believe that'll be the end of all of my surviving nights. It would take quite a stroke of luck for it not to be.
Yeah, no kidding.
Didn't want to risk them falling back.
Nope. But they held anyway.
So,
Of course. And naturally, I'm gonna destroy these in the most humiliating way possible, which is
surrounded by
via,
peasants, yeah.
yeah. Well, potentially, right? Because there's a
The
high
only way it
probability,
wouldn't happen will be if the archers die and it frags the other spear unit.
which is entirely possible, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's not that likely, but yeah, it's not impossible. I've seen it happen, but I'm not going to count on it.
Well, let's see. So yeah, if we win this, they might push. Nope, no pushing. I didn't want to push you off, but I guess I have to.
There,
Yep.
problem solved.
All right, this unit probably. Nope.
You were hoping for that pushback and auto drop them.
No, I thought they were just gonna finally lose a combat and disrupt, but I guess not. Impressive. Oh, this unit probably shatters as well. Yep. Just block the
Yeah.
line of movement there. Just get in everybody's way. That's what you were doing anyway. I'll set up for an auto drop. I'm not super hopeful, but I did get my general back though, so that's nice. I
And
think
where do you
we're.
want to dump them?
I don't know that it particularly matters at this point in the battle, but it could be fun. So how about we throw it on this unit here, and we get ready to charge these Highlanders. Let's. This is just ready. This is just awful.
That's quite toxic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some Chernobyl Fukushima shit there.
It really is that bad. That right? I think the risk here is I either let your Highlanders completely obliterate these levies, or I
Well, I don't
try to
think
get an auto drop.
they
But
can though, because you're out of movement range. The
no, if I
close.
move them forward to
Oh yeah.
Zoc so that I can set up an auto drop.
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, why would you? Sorry, why would you do that? Why would you need to do
Just to
that?
get an auto drop on these Galwegians.
Oh, using the raws and using the heavies to
Yeah,
raise the Highlanders. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
tough decision. And I'm gonna hard Zoc this unit as well. And what do we got left? It's like just those three, right? And then there's this unit who's gonna get kind of ruined by these Islesmen,
Probably.
most likely.
Get that flag. No. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not really in a state where I can be throwing units away, so I guess that Raw Spear is just gonna sit there and give me a route percent
Okay, so that
for one
turn
more
you
turn.
did actually make a mistake for real this time.
All right.
Um, once I can move the camera. However, it's only a mistake because you're not a exploited piece of shit. But if you played a lot of multiplayer, this unit, you kept it facing this way, would keep this unit just as immobile. But if I charge and won the impact, you get pushed back here and you get auto drop with one of the archers.
Oh yeah.
Now I can safely charge.
Yeah, that's some pretty in-depth pushback
Yeah, that's
knowledge.
definitely some obnoxious bullshit that I hate that I do. you know, but it's in the game, so
No, it's good to know, and honestly, with my experience with this game, I've spread it out over a pretty decent like amount of time. So there are things I forget. Pushbacks are one of them, and I think also I haven't played as much Ancients, so a lot of Medieval doesn't have pushbacks like as a mechanic, but I think
mm,
in Ancients it's a more prominent feature for sure, just because of all the impact foot.
yeah, it's a lot more infantry line clash sort of deal.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they held it. Good for them.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter though. This is pretty much over.
I I think we're getting there, and there's going to be a bit more blood, but
Yeah, yeah, a few more turns, but
just this arriving tidal wave is a bit difficult to deal with.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like chess, right? In the sense that like sometimes you can see it's like, yeah, this is like made in 4 turns basically,
Yeah,
but
it's about like if you can have the momentum. Then okay, I need to decide: do I want to charge this unit, or do I want to set up this auto drop? I could do both, and then you would have to choose to either auto drop this unit or this unit.
ooh, double drop. Yep.
I mean, that was probably worth doing.
Yeah, that was a really good pursuit.
All right, we'll see what happens there. Ooh,
They
it's
just circled on
probably
the regular
worth it
charge.
anyway.
Yeah,
Then yeah,
yeah. Look at that's yeah.
I think we're
Any minuscule chance I did have at this point, that was probably the last of it.
yeah. We'll see what route percent this gives me. None. Fair enough.
Brave archers
Ooh.
holding.
Oh, ouch. Well, that'll give you a little bit of time.
He stays in for one more turn,
Yeah,
probably.
might have to push you over 60. We'll see.
Yeah.
Rallies are possible too with this many units in flight. It's another thing I tend to remind people when they're like, "Oh, so many rallies." It's like, well, it's because there's so many dudes running away, which is a good position to be in.
Yeah.
Also, there used to be too many rallies, and it got patched, which is great.
Yeah, most of the time when you're in that situation of like there are that many units breaking and rallying, like it's probably like like irrelevant if any of the units rally, just because like the
Right.
battle's basically over anyway.
I think that the complaint was legitimate when there used to be twice as many rallies routed. I think that was fair. But yeah, these days I
Yeah.
think it's totally in a good spot. Ooh. So now will the archers break and then frag both of the surrounding spearmen?
Well, let's see. Well, I probably want to do that anyway, but let's see if this unit gets pushed or not. Well, I guess they can't because of the routing unit, so. All right, well, we'll set up for that, and then,
Make your choice.
yeah, got a really, really nice fork here.
Uh,
Like, I'm just in a really bad spot, basically. I actually don't think this is a flank, because they can't charge that far, but,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, it does not add the flank threat modifier. Ooh.
It's only a 46% loss, even though they're fragged, just because of the combat
Yeah,
strength, which is nice.
this fucking flag. Okay.
Never surrender.
Yeah, this
Well, let's
is.
see. This unit's at 75. It's more likely to double drop, I think. But it's also got a general, so probably doesn't actually matter. Yeah, they held anyway. All right. Only double drop,
Oh
of
shit.
course.
Oh, that might.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's game, I think. Let's see what. Let's move these frag units a little bit more. These archers, I guess, can start moving here. And that's it. Yeah, that's game.
Yeah, there's a couple of melees to resolve.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, good game.
Yeah, good game. I think your initial analysis of this situation is probably spot on. Um, I do wonder, like, if you had held back here, where we would be at this turn count at 10 turns in.
Yeah, because basically at that point I'm forcing you to assault against like the heavier units,
Hmm.
and it would still kind of be dicey, right? Because
I think it would still be a toss up at this point,
yeah, I
right?
agree.
If we think about like what route percent went down in the sector of the field.
Yeah,
Um,
because the main thing about holding back there would have been that you would have had to engage all of the dismounted knights and wouldn't have had as many raw spears to charge into.
right. Like if we pretend this was still ongoing, like maybe I have just started breaking your crust and I'm getting into the filling here, right? Then like if we think about how all of this would develop, leaving out this, right? Assuming these were still busy, uh, it's hard to say, right? You're going to lose one more unit, maybe two, but I'm about to lose a few as well. I think ultimately the ragged remnants of both forces would kind of wheel 90 degrees and meet here-ish. So instead of it being this roll-up end to end, it would be a second head-on clash of pretty badly beaten up units to decide the matter.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think the idea is you use the dismounted knights as the Normans to kind of like chew up the initial wave of Scots, and then maybe you get a breakthrough like somewhere, and you're able to push through with some of those raw spears to get flanks and stuff.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty rough when you have no cavalry as well. By the way, even
Even the
like
two
even
was extremely useful in that it forced a lot of your attention onto them for a while.
it, especially because those were knights. Like even an LSS cav here would have been like potentially really nasty to deal with.
Sure, yeah. I mean, in the situation, the auto drop situation that was set up, it didn't matter that much that they were knights. It added the additional -1 to the check, or -2, but still.
Yeah,
I believe
well
it's.
played.
Yeah, thank you. So this is fun. I think we will keep it up. We'll do other scenarios in no particular order and not being necessarily completionist. Probably mostly medieval, at least for starters, as you haven't really played Ancients very much. So we'll stick
I'm
with.
getting there. I'll get there eventually.
Oh yeah, I know you will, and the medieval scenarios alone will take us plenty of time. So yeah, those of you watching, let us know if you enjoy the format. If we should keep it up. If you have any suggestions about it, I will also post in the video description how to do this yourself. It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
So
thanks everyone for watching.
Yep, thank you. Thanks, Darkfire, for a great game. And
And you as well.
till next time.